Look at that. I've got all these little crucifixes coming out of my hair all the time. I didn't understand how that works. Why won't they just leave me alone? You know, it's like in that movie, The Seventh Seal, where that priest was doomed to walk the earth until the end of times. You know, Armageddon happened, our apocalypse, rapture, the end of the fucking world as we know it. And he was suffering. He was like, he was angry. But here, if I'm here, and let me see if I can find another one. Oh, what's that? Probably just a fucking earwig. No, it's a piece of the cross. Can you see that? It's a piece of the cross. That's like that piece of wood from the ark, you know. Yeah, I'm throwing them off in the fucking dirt all the time. There's no dirt in the studio, by the way. I sweep the studio after, and I throw it out into the dirt. Wherever I can find it. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I'm reminded of that specifically today, and within the last few moments, a moment being a 90-second English measure of time. 90 seconds, a minute and a half is a moment. So let's go back a few moments, and it just occurred to me, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That isn't what it occurred to me. The thing that happened this morning, I woke up and I was up in the land of my people, and I'm on the couch, and I reached down for that first morning drink when I wake up after drinking all night long. Milk. I drink milk in my sleep. You can't really do anything properly if it's whatever. No speech there. Nothing about the Judas, diet plan or whatever the hell it is with the health, with Judas. Thing is, I reached down for my milk and it's gone. And I said, it freaks me out every time I'm up there because I've seen it happen a couple times. It just disappears. I'm like, and I said, it's happened already before, so I realized he was being nice to me and took my milk and put it in the refrigerator so it wouldn't go bad. But this is what I say to Victoria. She knows this stuff. It doesn't have time to go bad. You know, and it can make it through a night. I once left my milk on the rack, above the coat rack, when I lived in Kalamazoo at the place I was dealing business with. The next day, I was like, where the hell's my milk? And I said, I think it's on the coat rack. I forgot it, what was left of it. And it was enough because I'd taken in a full gallon for the beginning of the night. And I go through a half gallon a night in there on break. And it goes very well with cigarettes. And I said, well, it'll still be there, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I got there the next night. I worked in the dark. I went right to the coat rack where I remembered it was, and I took it, and I said, okay, here we go. And I uncapped it, and I said, cool. You gotta fucking hammer it all the way. Don't be scared of it. And I said, God. So I had enough in me to be sure if it had gone bad or not. And it was just fine. How about a glass of warm milk? How about a glass of shut the hell up? I don't mind warm milk. I prefer it to be ice cold, but milk is good any way you get it. Even as she knows, there are the mornings where it's separating. I drink whole milk, pasteurized, you know. It's separating, and you got just like, it's like you're drinking krill. Yes. And I say, the texture isn't the best, but if you take it to your heart, you can learn to live with that texture. You can even find you love it because it means the milk's still good. You look at the bright side. And so I will drink milk separated like that. And I've hit the point where it's like, bah, too much. On hot nights, you know, dog days, July, what's today, the 19th? 18th. It's the 18th of July, 2021. I believe we're in the dog days of summer right now. But so he takes that thinking he's saving me from something, and I will, if I'd woke up in the middle of the night and reached for that, I would have been like, but I was fortunate enough that it happened. It was the last drink, so I went to the refrigerator and I grabbed it out, and it was still warm, because he wakes up early. But I said, there, and I realized this good man was being nice. He wakes up earlier, and he saw that my milk was out. He didn't want it to go bad. He doesn't know that milk doesn't go bad around me. It's got to go really bad for to be too bad for me to drink. So milk doesn't go bad for me. And he put it in the refrigerator, and I said, And that's where that thing comes up with. Somebody could go, I'll never bring it up to him, because I don't even want him to feel like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want him to have to really take too much of it to heart, because it could go wrong. I doubt it, but I won't bring it up. And so when we look at that, if I were to make a big deal out of it, what are you doing touching my milk? How's he know? How's he know? That is the road to hell being paved with good intentions. Why would you want to send somebody? This is the way we have to see it. Why would you want to send somebody down the road to hell because of their good intentions?